Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the start of a new series which I thought of doing in 2024 because I feel like there is a certain way that I cycle products in and out of my routine. What I've been trying to do for the past couple of months is keep one specific product, whether it be the serum, the moisturizer or the sunscreen or whatever, consistent. Like for example, if I have okay, there is no product for me to show you, like this lipstick for example, assume this is the serum because I don't have any other skincare around me to show you right now. So if I'm adding in this serum into my skincare routine, I will wait for it to be completely done once I add it in, and only then will I cycle it out. Like a lot of people call it the one in one out policy, but I think that's a little bit different. That's more about like adding in new products into your collection. Only when you use up a specific serum will you buy a new one. Here I think it's a little different. It's more like once you open a product, I want to completely run out of it before I open another product. That way I don't have too much unopened skincare, not unopened, a lot of opened skincare in my collection, which I am like using this one day, using that the other day. A lot of people also say that you have to be consistent with the product and use it over a period of time, like continuously, to actually see results. And well, while I completely agree with that, I do feel like sometimes if I'm cycling in products in and out, like for 1 week I use a niacinamide, the other week I use a vitamin C, I'm not going to be able to test out the products or see the effectiveness of any of them, especially if they are new products to me, if I am constantly cycling things in and out. So for that reason, I thought doing a video like this, which is a Shop My Stash, would be helpful for me in that way specifically, where if I'm adding in the serum, I'm not going to cycle this out until I completely run out. But there is a caveat here as well, and that is a lot of times products don't mesh very well together. Like for example, I have this serum which might not work well with this moisturizer, and these two, while they might work very well together, they might not work well with this sunscreen. So that being said, I have to make sure all the three products I'm using have to work well together. Only then it is going to make an effective skincare routine for me. And since I have been testing out products over these past couple of years, I've kind of figured out what consistencies work well together and what products might work well together versus others that might not. But it's still like a constant trial and error kind of a thing. So in this series, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out products, use them in a certain specific order together, see what works and what doesn't. If something is not working, I might cycle things in and out, and I'll also take you through that journey, because a lot of times people do ask me that, okay, is this moisturizer going to work well with the sunscreen or not? And I'm like, I don't know unless and until I have used those two products together. So I think through this series I will also be able to guide you through some specific combinations that have worked well for me and my skin, and will hopefully work well for you as well if you have a similar skin type, or maybe if you have a certain sunscreen specifically and you have oily skin and you're looking for a moisturizer that is going to pair well together with it, then maybe we might be able to figure out a combination that is going to work well for you if I am also trying out similar-ish products basically. So that's what the series is going to be about. Hopefully it's useful and beneficial to you. And I did film the entire first video already last week actually, but I forgot to film an intro. So here I am explaining to you what the series is going to be all about. But of course I don't want to make the intro too long, which it already is. So now we should jump right into this video, and I'll take you through whatever I filmed last week in terms of selecting the products, curating the routine, and also shameless plug in the beginning of the video itself, actually not shameless plug, I think it's more of like a spoiler, the routine that I showed you, the moisturizer, sunscreen and serum that we picked out, has actually been working very, very well for me. And I did use up the serum when I'm filming the intro. By that time I actually ran out of the serum just today, so I'm going to probably pick out a new serum. But I think I already know that my serum is going to work very well with the moisturizer and the sunscreen for the next rotation as well. So yeah, that's just a quick little update, but of course this is not going to make sense to you if you don't watch the entire video. So go watch the entire video, and I hope that you enjoy the series. Leave your feedback down below in the comment section. But I'm gonna go now, so rolling the next couple of clips. Okay, so firstly I'm going to be showing you kind of the products that I have right now on rotation, like this Minimalist Alpha Arbutin, is something that I've started using again. I took a break from niacinamide and I want to start using Alpha Arbutin because I have noticed some hyperpigmentation on my face, and I think this is just one of those ingredients you don't have to have in all the time, but whenever you start breaking out, it's good to like add this in. Also, please ignore my nails. They are heavily stained because I didn't give them a break in between, and a lot of the nail paints I'm using do end up staining my nails. So when I'm using Alpha Arbutin, I tend to use this moisturizer also. Actually, this serum works pretty well with any other moisturizer sunscreen I layer. I just have to think that okay, this is a pretty thin serum, so like for example, this moisturizer that I use on top of it is a little bit more moisturizing, and then I will use the Deconstruct skincare sunscreen with them. This moisturizer doesn't work well with my Halacalamine sunscreen from Dermaco, so I use it with the Deconstruct, and that combo actually works really well. I also have this Aqualogica moisturizer out here that I could also use with Dermaco's Halacalamine sunscreen, so that does work well too. But right now I'm kind of in the middle of like 2 or 3 different skincare routines, because honestly, like every day I wake up, I'm like, is my skin dry? Is my skin not dry? Because this specific winter that we're experiencing right now is so confusing. Like someday I wake up and it's so hot and I feel like I'm in summer, it's not even winter, and then some days I wake up and my skin is super dry. So it's very confusing, and I kind of take one day at a time, figure out what my skin needs, and then accordingly put on the products. So if you want to see how I use the Minimalist Alpha Arbutin with the Aqualogica moisturizer and the Dermaco Halacalamine sunscreen, there is a video already up on that combo. I will be showing you how I use this with the Minimalist Alpha Arbutin and the sunscreen from Deconstruct Skincare. Also, you can use Plum's 10% niacinamide serum with this moisturizer and the Deconstruct sunscreen. That does work well too. And we'll also be picking out a new routine today, because these products are more lightweight. Like even this moisturizer is not that heavy. I would not really recommend it for dry skin in the dry winter season. It's a little bit more lightweight, so I want to actually pick out a combo for my skin when it is actually dry. So we'll be doing that soon. Okay, here we go. This is my skincare drawer mini system. Basically, I store all my skincare products in here. Now on the top of my head, I was thinking maybe let's try this Dot & Key moisturizer as a daytime moisturizer. You guys know I absolutely love it, and I've been raving about it so much. But I've never, I mean, I have used it I think a few times as a morning skincare moisturizer, but I haven't like religiously used it in the morning ever. So this would work great for like a dry skin routine per se. So we can do that. And then I've also run out all my sunscreens, which are like all my open tubes of sunscreen are over. So I mean, we can pick one tube of the Deconstruct sunscreen because that's going to work well with the Brillicare moisturizer. So we can do that. Okay. And I was also thinking, yeah, it's here, this Fixderma sunscreen. We could also try and see, this is the Fixderma cream, which I've never used. I have used the Fixderma gel, which I love. So maybe we could test this one out also one of these days and see how that pairs well. And yeah, apart from that, I will definitely get my Dermaco Halacalamine sunscreen out, because this is my last one, and this one works well with the Aqualogica moisturizer, as well as if it doesn't, like if this one doesn't work with Deconstruct, then we'll have to use these two together. So these are the only two sunscreens that I have right now in my collection, the Dermaco and the Deconstruct. So this is the mattifying one, this is the hydrating one. I really wish I got the Dr. Sheth's Ceramide and Vitamin C sunscreen when they had their offer. I'm kind of regretting not purchasing that, because with that one I'm like, I can use any lightweight moisturizer, I can use anything, I'll be totally fine because the sunscreen itself is so moisturizing. But yeah, no point of regretting now, we don't have any other options. So yeah, that's a look into my skincare. If you want to, I have done my skincare collection video though already, so if you want to see every single product up close and personal, then go watch that. But yeah, that's it for our selection, and now I'm going to move on to showing you the demos of these products, and let's see which combos were winners, and if we have any misses, then I'll let you know that as well. Hey you guys, so it's been a few minutes since you last saw me because I did shower after filming those clips, and now I'm going to put the Minimalist Alpha Arbutin on my face. Like you can see, I have some hyperpigmentation mainly on this side because for some reason I was breaking out only on this cheek, not so much on this cheek. I mean, I have this pigmentation patch, but I don't know what exactly it is. I'm not sure if it's hyperpigmentation or not. Any which ways, to kind of help with evening out a little bit, I am going to continue using my Alpha Arbutin serum. This does work very well, but I get a lot of times, like especially when I talk about the Dermaco Kojic acid, I feel like I get more questions on how long it takes to see effects. So I just want to quickly let you know it's going to take time. I think how I judge whether a product is good or not is if I use up an entire bottle but I still don't notice any amount of significant result, then I would not, you know, continue using that. But with Alpha Arbutin, I like with this specific Alpha Arbutin, already I have noticed quite a bit of results, and I think I'm just halfway into using this up. I haven't even like used up that much. Like for me, halfway is a pretty good. I also feel like the Minimalist serums, I don't know if it's the packaging or the dropper or whether they are so like runny and thin but still hydrating, they have been lasting me longer, like in terms of how many uses I can get out of one bottle, which is something you guys know I keep track of and I regularly count for every product. This one actually, is it halfway or is it more than half? I can't see. Okay, no, it's definitely way more than half. I think I have like about this much left, but I've been using this for a long time, and like I told you, I've already noticed great results, so I would recommend Minimalist Alpha Arbutin. And then also I do love the Dermaco Kojic acid cream and gel both, which I've already spoken about a lot of times. So in case anyone is going to ask me in the comment section for products that actually help with hyperpigmentation, I'm already giving you your answer. These two are great. Then we're going to put the Dot & Key Ceramides and Hyaluronic Acid Skin Barrier Repair Plus Face Cream. Now this would be something I would want to have in my morning skincare routine on mornings where my skin is a little bit more dry. I'm going to take about this much, which some people are going to tell me, oh my god, it's too much. Well, I know how much my skin needs, so if you feel like it's too much, use less. Just don't tell me how much I should use, please and thank you. Yeah, especially on like shorts, my god you guys, I have come across so many people telling me, oh my god, you use too much product, oh my god, this, that. I'm like, you are not even a subscriber, you don't even know my skin type, you don't know how dry my skin gets the minute I come out of the shower. So yeah, I mean, you know nothing about me, you're telling me I use too much product. Wow, I have lived with my skin and myself for 24 plus years. I think I know better than you do. So yeah, you can see I didn't even have to put too much effort, and it's quickly blended in onto my skin and looks so pretty. I mean, I think today is also one of those good skin days. I have no breakouts. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. I want to kiss this wood to make sure that I do not break out in the next few days. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It does feel a little, I wouldn't say it feels heavy, but it doesn't feel like how an oil-free moisturizer feels, of course. So that's the reason I didn't want to use a hydrating sunscreen, because my moisturizer is hydrating. So I'm going to use a mattifying sunscreen. This is the Deconstruct Lightweight Gel Sunscreen. I have gone through countless tubes of this. I absolutely love it and highly recommend it for people who have oily skin. And with this one, I don't really take like 2 finger lengths, but I take about this much because I feel like it's equivalent. I saw Dr. Shireen Idris, who is apparently very popular on the internet, and like even a lot of Indians actually follow her recommendations and like her videos, etc. She was showing how much sunscreen you should use, and well, I know that we should use 2 finger lengths, but with certain formulas I feel like the tube is such that you can't get like 2 thin lines of sunscreen. So in case it's like a tube like this where you can just squirt out a glob, then what size your glob should be is something I saw in her videos a few days back. So yeah, this is how much I would put all over. And I mean, you have seen me use the sunscreen so many times. You know that when you first put it on, of course it's going to look obvious, and it should, because then you know where you have put the sunscreen, and then you just tap, lightly blend, don't rub too much, and yeah, it's gotten completely absorbed. Now a lot of times on camera I can't see whether a product is pilling or not pilling, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go look at my skin in the mirror and come back and give you like a pilling check update, because if there is no pilling, that means this is gonna be a killer combo. If there is any pilling, then we're gonna have to rethink things a little bit. So let me go check and then I'll give you an update. Great news, there is absolutely no pilling on my face, and I can already see that the sunscreen is kind of dried down and blended into my skin also. Like sometimes you can kind of see like in certain patches there is a little bit of like white sunscreen that is like getting absorbed into the skin, but it's not absorbed completely. There is none of that, which means that this combo, these 3 products, are going to work really well for me going forward, which I'm very excited about. I'm also like, I want to give you a quick spoiler in today's video because it's one of my new series that I'm starting in 2024. So I think you guys watching deserve like this secret information, which I'm not going to tell anyone or I'm not going to talk about for a while. But in a few months I might be planning a trip to like a winterish place where it's going to be very cold, very snowy, and I want to figure out what products to take with me on that trip to travel. And I am considering taking these because I feel like this would work both well for day and night. This is my favorite sunscreen and it's great to put makeup on top of this. So yeah, if these work well, like I might change up the serum, I'm not sure, or if I use it up completely, which I probably will, then I can't take this with me. But at least these 2, which is my main you know, like main products, which I'm a little dicey on what to take, what not to take. With serum I'm like, take, even if I don't take it, maybe I'll just take a vitamin C. But I'm really excited. If these 2 work well, I'm showing it to you ulta, this is better. If these 2 work well together, great as a combo, I might just take it to my, take it for my trip. So yeah, very excited about this. But that's going to be it for this video. I will probably end it right here unless and until I have any updates to share with you in the next couple of days, as I'm testing this set of products out together. So in case there is no update after this, then I'm going to do my outro here. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and let me know if you like this new series. I am planning to do it because I think that way I can get you more up and personal and close into my skincare stash, and also tell you like what I'm going through, how my skin is changing, why I'm adding certain things, what I'm using together, and share like more information. It's like, you know, sharing with your friends that okay, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm pairing these products together like this, and this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm thinking. So I wanted to do one of these series where I feel like up and personal and close with you guys, and I feel like this is one of those. So if you like the series, let me know down below, and I will continue doing more updates on these and like following up every month or so, or like once I go through a specific set of products, or whether I have added the same products back again into it, or am I changing things up. I'll give you those updates. But yes, let me know down below your thoughts, and that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if there is an update that I want to share with you after in a few days, then you will see it right here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye. Okay, one last thing before we completely end the video. I told you in the intro that I ran out of the minimalist serum, the alpha arbutin. So I did post on Instagram this last week and ask you which serum you want me to use next for my rotation, and some of you said plum, not vitamin C, some of you said plum niacinamide serum, some of you specifically mentioned which percentage, and then one of you I think said Dot & Key as well. So this time around I'm going to be using the plum 5% niacinamide serum. I feel like that will work well together along with these two products, because it is a little bit similar in terms of the consistency to the alpha arbutin as well. So that is going to be my selection for the next rotation. I didn't show you while picking it out, because again, you guys chose it on Instagram again for me, so I don't have to like actually pick it out myself. But I wanted to tell you, know, for the next couple of weeks I'm going to be using the plum niacinamide serum, the 5% one, with the Dot & Key moisturizer and the Deconstruct sunscreen. And if that doesn't work well, then we'll probably have to switch out and try out another serum. So that's that. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye bye.